Welcome, beloved. This is part three of the Octagon Completion series, a sequence of transmissions exploring the late degree lunar cycle that has been clearing multidimensional, collective, and individual distortion while restoring the original divine blueprint. Each episode, we will walk one gate of this purification spiral through earth, through body, through soul, paying attention to what has and still is being reshaped beneath the surface. Today, we are entering the gate of Scorpio. I will be working with the In Between Tarot to illuminate this threshold energy of this passage, as well as the Mother Lady Isis Oracle for a final integration transmission. Episode 3, Scorpio New Moon. This new moon happened on November 20th, 2025, and the degrees of 2812 Scorpio. The theme of this Scorpio New Moon was calling back soul power. And this came through the purging of poisons and parasitic attachments that were deeply embedded in the DNA. Epigenetics has shown us how we inherit the traumas, memories, and gifts of our ancestors. And so, after the relational recalibration that happened in October, we went deeper into the purging. Scorpio governs shadow, death, transformation, and the reclamation of power. At 28 degrees, this lunation pulled everything that was buried to the surface. Scorpio rules emotional intensity. And so this was not darkness for punishment. This was composting. A big gap of awareness in this process of soul alchemy is the grace and space given to that in between phase of death and rebirth. And Scorpio season pulled us deep into that field of compost. At the Gaia level, at the Gaia layer, Earth composts in the darkness. So it's composting the shadow. What decays eventually becomes fertile ground. And this moon mirrored that process that happens beneath the soil. Collective density, emotional residue, long held energetic weight, all of that began breaking down so life force could circulate again. Nothing is ever wasted. The law of energy is that it cannot be created or destroyed, it can only be transformed. The oracle brings the message, card number 21, between the world and the fool, further confirming the end of a cycle, being in that in between phase of what was and what is yet to be revealed, yet the food that nourishes that new life is still being prepared. This in the human layer reflected as big release of grief. Traumas were resurfacing, obsession cords were snapping, emotional material that had been stored in the body and psyche began rising for clearance. So, this was an intensely cathartic and potentially disorienting time because the system was releasing what it could no longer carry forward, and what it was real easing was what was familiar and comfortable, yet no longer comfortable for you. The tarot brings the message of the star, between the star and the moon, again denoting that in between phase of healing and emotional intensity. There is this sense of, I recognize that all of this is for me and it doesn't feel good right now. And that's okay. Life doesn't always feel good. It's not meant to always feel good. That's a collective distortion. That's one of those skins of illusion that has been shedding in the collective through this octagon completion. At the great spirit layer, purification was happening through truth. Energetic exorcism of distortion was happening at a quantum level. As a priestess, I have been deep in the underworld, working on clearing the energetic grid of Gaia's earth systems for many years, about a decade, give or take a few years. Yeah. And, excuse me, give or take a few months. And over the last year and a half, I have been intentionally working with other priestesses and grid workers, meeting regularly in circle to assist with the psychic surgery and repair of the planetary energetic grid systems. And during Scorpio season, there was deep parasitic energetic infections that were being neutralized. False bindings were dissolving. And what I mean by false bindings is any kind of frequency that uses psychological manipulation and misguided use of personal willpower. All of that was being neutralized. So wherever power had been siphoned through fear, illusion, manipulation, codependency, addiction, hyperfixation, disassociation, spirit moved to sever the feed. And I and many others on the spiritual front lines have been and are continuing to support with the cleanup of the after everything is cleared out. In an example, when a house is going through remodeling, there is the crew that comes in and breaks things down. There is a crew that comes in and supports with electrical. There's a crew that comes in and does all the walls and stucco and mudding. There's a crew that comes in and does electrical. So, in the same way, spiritually, there is a team of individuals who each have very specific assignments and have to work together because teamwork makes the dream work to assist with this deep purge that was happening through October, November. So at a collective level layer, excuse me, in the tarot, we see the Four of Coins between the Four and the Five of Coins. So because of this deep um, behind the scenes quantum work that was happening, there was a deeper realization of the importance of co-creative, cooperative collaboration that we see more of later in the February and March cycle. So, any kind of wounds around trust and developing those authentic, intimate relationships were being healed and cleared so that all of those power structures built on secrecy, shame, and energetic manipulation no longer have power. Any kind of hidden rot, any kind of impure, inauthentic intentions, anything that fed on suppression, all of that could not survive the light of truth. The final tarot card that we get is the Tower card between the Tower and the Star. And we did see that Star card earlier for the human layer. So there's three major arcanas in the tarot for this month's happenings. And whatever left made space for your soul power to return. So if this period felt heavy, raw, or like something deep was being pulled out of you, or you were just being held by your legs and shaken upside down, this has all been part of the reclamation process. Power returns after purification and rest. In closing, Lady Mother Isis brings forward the message of the brother in darkness, which speaks to overcoming negative energy with feminine power. The test is in the guise of a negative energy source, either within you or apparently outside of you, when in truth we are all one and the world is our mirror for whatever soul recalibration task lies within, even if sometimes that source of difficulty appears to be external. The invitation is to gain mastery within self response and to recognize that what you are currently moving through is because you are ready to progress more deeply into wisdom, light, acceptance, and inner peace. The invitation is for more conscious, loving response, to bring forward the feminine qualities of compassion, humility, and service to the path of love and light in all beings. The way to honor the darkness is to witness it with compassion and Allow what isn't yours, what is dense, to drop down to gravity. You can have clear, compassionate, loving, firm boundaries and still stand in your sovereign soul truth. Thank you for walking this gate of the octagon with me. If this season has felt intense, disorienting, or deeply clarifying, know that you are not off path. You are in alignment. These passages are not here to undo us, they are here to restore what is true and sustainable. In our next transmission, we will step into the gate of Sagittarius, where the restoration continues in a new layer. Until then, move gently, listen to your body, and stay close to what is real.